Hi, Rebecca.
Hey, you got people in here.
Well, there's 15. Sorry. All right, I'm hanging up the phone. Can you hear me?
Are you there?
Yep. You need
Well,
to
I
turn
can
your
barely hear
volume
you.
up. Can you turn your volume up?
Let me see.
Hi, Charlie K. Jen. Hi, Miss Ruby.
That is weird. My volume is all the way up and I can barely hear you.
I don't know what the problem is.
Well, hey, let me leave and come back in. Let me try that.
All right. Hey, guys, we're just now getting things started. Well, guys, Don B and I were sitting here having a big conversation, and we had a discussion about the Amber Alert. Okay, say something.
Now I can hear you.
Okay, good. Hi, Shalima. Hang on
Hey,
one second. What?
Are you getting an echo from me? Because I didn't close out of YouTube.
No echo.
I'll leave it the way it is then.
All right. So start talking. Don B. Charlie says hello.
Hello, Charlie.
Charlie is one of my mods also.
Hey, we were talking about Amber Alerts.
Right. And how successful they actually are when a child gets one put out on them. So,
Yeah, like wonder what the success ratio is of a child being recovered during an active Amber Alert. Like, when does a child, like, what's the ratio of a successful recovery on an Amber Alert versus a cop knowing that they're searching for a specific car and a cop just seeing them out there and making the recovery that way versus, someone going, oh, I seen this on an Amber Alert, I'm calling 911, and then the kid getting recovered that way.
right. Does anybody know the answer to that one? Because I think I remember somewhere, sometime or another, that somebody said it was like 89% of all Amber Alerts are recovered. But I don't think that's true. I don't think that it's the actual Amber Alert. I think they just have one out and then the child is found. Anybody have any opinions on that? No. Jen, come on. You always have an opinion. I knew she was coming in. Where'd you go, Don B? Hi, Sandy. Hi, Geez Louise. Well, hang on 1 minute and he'll be back, hopefully. And Jen, I didn't know that he was coming up. He literally said, we'll just go live and we'll talk. Hi, Mackenzie. The percentage is 58% that the child is actually recovered because of the Amber Alert. What happened to you?
We're getting a bad storm.
Oh. Hi, Cheryl.
So what's everybody saying? I got kicked out.
Charlie K says it's 58% that the kids are recovered.
Yeah, because you got to think all the law enforcement agencies and everybody's got what they call a BOLO, be on the lookout.
Right.
And they're out there looking for that car and everything like that. But I just wondered how many recoveries actually happened where maybe like a hotel clerk is like, oh my God, it's them. I'm calling 911.
Well, like last year, what was it? What was he, 3 years old? And then his cousin was 16. And that woman actually saw him out walking.
Yeah, stuff like that.
That to me is a successful Amber Alert.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's how they all work. I'm pretty sure that
So
if
if the cops see him out and recover the child, is that related? Would that be considered a successful Amber Alert? Because Amber Alerts are for the public, not law enforcement, right?
right. Exactly. Don B, you got a fan here. Say hello.
Hello, fan.
It's Sandy.
Hi, Sandy. Anyway, that's what we were talking about, and it was picking my brain, and I thought, well, I wonder, how effective are they for the public versus law enforcement?
Right. Hi, Selena Dixon. Dawn, she's saying hello to you.
Hello, Selena. Hey, guys, got another question. We're going to pick your brain for as long as I can stay on here because my battery's not that good. When the judicial system gets money from people, whether it's a ticket or whatever, where all does that money go to?
Like if you put on probation, you have to pay the probation officer and stuff. Where does that money go? Does it all go to the same place, or?
Because I was watching Cops one night, and they pulled this kid over, and this cop goes, "I know I've pulled this kid over 3 times for reckless driving already," and he gets off every time because his mommy and daddy pays for him a lawyer, and it's like, I mean, and it happened again, and he's like, I'll just pay my way out of it. But where does that money go?
I'm not sure about that, but Cheryl wants to know. She's asking, can someone explain why Candace has not been arrested? Don, that one's on you.
I think she will be. I mean, and I think that she'll be arrested on CPS charges, and then they'll go from there.
Right. Zero says if a child wanders off, somebody might see the kid before a pedo does, because eventually RSO is bound to cite a stray baby. True.
Oh, going back to that question, why hasn't Candace been arrested yet?
Okay.
Let me pick your brain. For what? If you think she should be arrested right now, what charge? Tell me what charge.
Are you asking me or the viewers?
The viewers.
Hi, single mom. Don B, that's ridiculous. What happens if the police officer finds the child? Does he get the reward? Ronnie Lawson got part of the reward when Carly Trent was found, and it was his brother that found her. Does that help, Charlie?
See, I think there should be a clause in there, like, like these radio stations, like when they run a contest, if you work for the radio station, you're ineligible.
Right. To answer your question, single mom says CPS charges and her daughter. That's what she should be arrested for. Child neglect, animal cruelty and neglect. Charlie says because she's crazy.
Well, 98% of the country is crazy.
I would say child abuse, she would get charged, Charlie says, basically. In my opinion, like we were talking a minute ago, there's 2 options. Either they're innocent or they're guilty. If they're innocent, it's because the child was abducted. Summer was abducted. If she was not abducted, the parents are guilty and should be arrested, because it doesn't matter what happened to her. It don't matter if she fell and hit her head, fell down the steps, drowned in the pond. No matter what, they are guilty because simply the child is missing. And if something happened to her on their watch, They got rid of the body.
Okay, so if I'm a judge and I have to prosecute Candace for child abuse, I need evidence. So you guys provide me some evidence, would you?
Okay, contribute. Okay, first of all, Jeez Louise says Don B already said CPS charges are most likely coming, and I hope so too. I'll take anything at this point. Contributing to the delinquency of a minor. That's the most popular at this moment.
Okay, I need evidence. That's a charge, but I need the evidence.
Charged with giving H the alcohol and SA.
That's a charge. I need evidence.
Oh, you're gonna make people mad in here, I'm telling you.
I'm just saying, if I'm a judge, I need evidence to convict her.
I understand. How does all the locals feel about their neglectful LE department? I'm not real sure.
Well, they've been neglectful for probably 20 years.
Tennessee Southern Hale says making this case harder to solve. Testimony from the kids, Sunset says. Don.
Could be classified as hearsay.
But it wouldn't be. I mean, come on. Joe Daniels is in prison for life on the witness of his stepson for what he done.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. That there could be.
H said that she gave him alcohol, so that's not hearsay. He admitted to it.
Your Honor, that's hearsay. We need for that young man to we need evidence. Hearsay is not evidence.
She admitted she don't know where it went, and he says she gave it to him. Candace and Hunter admitted to the twisted tea. There's your evidence, Don B. No filter says.
So Candace admitted giving him the twisted tea?
Yes. Oh, she didn't admit to it. She admitted that he may have got it.
May have.
She could have been abducted by someone they know, and they may have knew about it and scared to tell. But still, they would be guilty for not telling the truth and putting her life in danger by not going to the law and saying what they knew.
Yeah.
So they're still guilty.
That's what I'm saying. This is a lot more difficult than people think. That's probably why it's taken so long.
Uh-oh. Don, I don't know if this is a compliment. I don't think so. Tennessee Southern Hill says Don is Amber Heard's lawyer.
Oh.
H said that she gave it to him. That is not hearsay, Cheryl said. That is
how can it not be just hearsay?
Because it was him that she gave it to.
I need pictures of her giving it to video evidence.
No bull crap. They don't holler that shit in court.
No, seriously. If I go to court and say that you punched me,
that's to adults. They will take the word of a minor more serious, and they do take it into account. If a child says that person touched me, although there's no physical evidence, they will press charges against the adult.
So the prosecutor couldn't say, "I object, Your Honor, that's hearsay."
They can object all they want, but it's to the discretion of the judge whether or not to take it into consideration.
Yeah. I'm just saying it can be this is why it's got they don't want it to. Okay, so if they have like a Democratic judge or a real lenient judge, and the judge is really lenient now, and is like, okay, if you don't have a strong case, then
okay, listen. Sunset says, why doesn't witnesses' testimony about their own experiences count? And then she said, I was on a jury. We didn't have pictures of conversations, but we believed the victim. And that was a jury trial.
Okay, now that means something.
There you go. So if the victim said she gave that to me, they believed it. Giving a minor alcohol has nothing to do with Summer being missing.
Oh yeah, we could prosecute Candace all day long on that and give her like 30 days in jail.
Right. Why can't they arrest her and put her in jail like they have all these other parents until something comes out?
There's got to be something to it, to where the defense can argue.
I think that Ellie is involved in drug and child trafficking. Don B is on the spot, or spot on. Don B, you're fired.
Because I'm telling you, when they take this stuff to the DA is probably going to be like, okay, now what if the defense says this? Then what do we do?
You guys are now getting a taste of the conversations that I have with him. And this is constantly we argue and bicker back and forth.
This ain't TV where this ain't a 60-minute Matlock show.
Anything to get her arrested, any charge will do right now. I agree, Cheryl.
Are you there?
Yeah, can you not hear me?
Hello?
Hello? Can everybody hear me?
Hey, let me leave and come back up.
All right. Can you guys hear me? Jen. Okay. Just making sure. I don't know what his thing is. All right. He's back.
Are you there?
Okay. Yeah, they could hear you fine. I could too. I don't know why you couldn't hear us.
I'm telling you, I've got a very weak signal and I'm getting a storm.
Candace violates children. Summer's most drastic situation, but she has a pattern of abandonment and neglect. Charlie K says, I'm sorry, I had to take he had to take his dogs out. And it's crazy that Lawson got the reward money. He didn't get all of it, but he did get a portion of it. I think it was like $45,000. And it was split up between a group of people, but it was his brother is the one that received the award.
Oh, speaking of Lawson, everybody, we were talking about this too. All right. Let's say, because Ronnie Lawson's been, he was run unopposed this election term. So let's just say, for example, there are 5 drug kingpins in Hawkins County. And they're bringing in about $20 million a year revenue off their drug empire in Hawkins County. And they're probably giving Ronnie $1 million of that per year to give them protection. Okay. If someone runs up against Ronnie Lawson and says that he's going to fix all the stuff in Hawkins County, it's probably going to cost that dude his life. What do y'all think?
I don't think you actually put that out as a question. Do you think there's going to be many people run against Ronnie Lawson if they have to worry about dying because they're being took out by the drug lords that are getting his legal protection? Good old boys play hard. You're right about lying and Amber Alerts. Once again, Don B is right. Good old boys play hard. Oh, we can't say that, guys. Whoever it was, I tried to click it, but I couldn't. We can't be saying that Ronnie Lawson needs to be taken away from the game, as to say. If Hunter testifies of her giving him twisted tea and vapes in court, it's not hearsay. If he says it outside of court, it's hearsay. That's Angel Dust said that. Don B, what do you got to say?
Okay, so Candace can get up and testify that she didn't. So then what?
Well, I think the best thing would be to have the case moved out of Hawkins County before it ever goes to court. It's what I say.
Well, I mean, regardless where it's held, I mean, if she gets up and testifies that she didn't, well, then what? What does a jury do then?
I'm not real sure. Was it? Hell yeah, run that joint. The situation that established the alerts is too similar to the ones we talk about every day. Nothing will change, or nothing will change, and the children are suffering. What can be done? It's always about the politics. Receipt from the purchase testimony that he was intoxicated. They don't even count, record, or report missing people in government parks and forests. Really? Karen, no, they don't.
Oh, I got another thing that's bugging me.
What?
If Barry Morphew was poor like Don Wells, do you think he'd still be in jail?
No. Yeah, actually I do. But you're forgetting that Don Wells is not actually supposed to be poor. Remember? He has that property in Utah. And there's hearsay, and it is hearsay. I don't know how true it is. But supposedly his family owns some type of damn company out there.
Well, obviously ain't doing him no good. Look at the way he lives.
The facts are documented via video, witnesses, and state reports on the abuse the Wells children lived in. Hunter is just a bonus charge. Jeez Louise said that.
Yeah, I have to agree. The drinking and Hunter thing is just icing on the cake. I mean, but the main meal is going to be the abuse on the boys, and if that abuse had anything to do with Summer going missing.
Oh, I don't think so, Charlie. Dawn says, I'm still stuck on the reward money. Now, if Dawn and Candace tells what happened, do they get the reward money? I wouldn't think so. That's sort of like writing a book. If Dawn and Candace is responsible for Summer's getting gone, we'll say it like that, okay? And they go to prison over it and they write a book, they are not allowed to have any of the royalties or anything off that book. So I'm
sure there's some kind of clause in the reward money.
Yeah, I couldn't see that they would get the reward money. We changed the ways elections are accounted, participate in selecting new leaders, laws, and police, etc. Oh, they're land rich, guys. Don Wells is land rich.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he has, 11 acres right now?
No, we're talking about in Utah.
No, I mean, just up there on Ben Hill.
Yeah, 11 acres up there.
Okay,
on,
so
throw up the thumbs.
If it's valued at, let's say if it's valued at $300,000. Some people I've heard, I'm not 100% sure of this, but I've heard talk of this in courtrooms and stuff, or around courtrooms, where people can put their land up to get representation. Is that true?
Now what? Yes.
People can put their houses and land up to get representation.
Yes.
Could $300,000 buy you a damn good lawyer?
Yes. Or like you can put your land and home up for just to get out on bond.
I mean, you think about it. I mean, if you think of hiring a damn good lawyer in Cocke County, you're probably thinking, well, he's going to charge me about $30,000. Okay, now if I go to Knoxville and hire a $250,000 lawyer, he's going to make that little old $20,000 in Cocke County look like he's ignorant.
Cheryl, I don't know where you're from, sweetheart, but around here, $300,000 is a pretty good chunk of money. More than most of us are going to see.
So there's, I mean, that you got to stop and take into account if Don puts his land up and gets $100,000 lawyer or $200,000 lawyer, that person is going to go toe to toe with Dan Armstrong, and there's a chance Don could get off.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
And Candace.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, Johnny Cochran walks up in that MFer and shit's going to hit the fan.
Right. And Jen, to answer your thing, okay. I call BS. Sorry, I still call BS. Nobody has ever received a reward, any individual person. It goes to those who set up the fund. That's not, I don't understand what you're saying, honey, because in the Carly Trent case, they did receive the reward.
Am I asking too many questions?
Well, you probably are to wait and get an answer.
It's like brain overload.
What's Don B's point? Do nothing and expect nothing? Don B?
Well, no, I just don't want. You ever heard of a technicality?
Right, but we're a positive channel here, and you're sort of throwing some negativity in here.
I'm just giving real world, because listen, if something does happen and they get off, they're going to be some pissed off people in the community.
Huh. Don, Jen says, wait, I don't want Don B as my judge. Can he be the arresting officer?
I'm just saying, if we rush this and it ends up like Barry Morphew, then what?
Or the Casey Anthony case?
Yeah. I forgot about that one.
Okay, what about the SA charges on Hunter by Candace if Allie presses charges? That would be big. Right?
Yeah.
That's the one I was talking about, the Carly Trent case, another Lawson. And
now here, let me ask you this. Now we have to say allegedly and all this stuff. We allegedly know about Hunter and Candace. What if there are, let's just for shits and giggles say there's 5 more minors involved with Candace. Then it becomes a bigger issue and a longer investigation. Now you've got 4 more victims that are underage that she has, taken their virginity. Allegedly.
But do we have proof?
Well, everybody's saying that, just them saying it's proof. Am I wrong? Because people were saying just a minute ago, if they say it.
Right. Karen, I didn't give any money in that reward fund, honey. I was busy in Sevier County trying to make sure that my house wasn't going to be one of the ones that burnt down. So I was, that was all going on at the same time. So half the state was worried about Sevier County.
See, I don't think YouTube, here's another thing too, guys. I don't think YouTube should be used as GoFundMe. GoFundMe is meant for that shit. YouTube is not the United Way. YouTube is not GoFundMe. It's not, there's too much There's so many scams that could go on with YouTube. If people want to donate and do this and that, I tell them go that's what GoFundMe is for.
Oh no, Robin, you can't say that. You can't say that. I didn't know Dawn had land in Utah. I appreciate your sentiment, Robin, but we can't do that. That's the 6th of a month type statement, and we can't do that. That month and the 6th of that day or that month is another thing you can't talk about, like the world sickness. Sorry if that's not making any sense to anybody. It's not hearsay if they admit to it. Observed it. Law is
there you go. It's not hearsay if they admit to it. So
for collecting statements, evidence, and their statements to the press as statements.
You know how like Donwells had all these victims come out?
Right.
What if Candace does and they're all minors?
Well, I think there'd be a whole lot of happy people in this world.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's probably going to make the investigation a lot longer. You know what I mean? Because now you got to investigate all these other claims, and you've got to do, testing and all this stuff. And
so you're trying to tell us that's why it's taking so long? Hello? Do you hear me?
Go ahead.
I said, is that what you're trying to tell us? That's why it's taking so long?
It's one of the possibilities, yeah.
Maybe. Candace knew everything about Donwells. I don't know if she did or not, to tell the truth. I don't know if she did or not. Because you got to remember, the stuff that he did to those girls when they were little, not the only people that knew about it was Don's dad and his stepmom. Not even the sisters knew anything about what was going on. Nobody knew anything until Jenny and Mary came out with it when they were
every time I get a phone call, I get kicked off.
Oh, okay.
You can thank Walgreens for that one.
All right. Don B cannot tell you everything he knows. Don B better be telling me everything he knows. That's all I can say. He might not can tell everybody else, but he better be telling me what he knows.
No, is that a promise?
That is a fact, dude.
Well, then maybe I'm gonna maybe if you're gonna be that way about it, maybe I'm gonna hold back information intentionally.
Oh, you know what I want to say, John B. Hey, John Q, how are you? Glad to see you're in here. Hypotheticals and speculations taking as facts is what has messed up the Summerwells case to date. But the open conversations regarding the case to Summers' name keeps Summers' name alive has been beneficial. Absolutely. Don B, I want to do what you and Nana does. Do you have any pointers, please?
I would say just educate yourself in what you want to do and start your channel, and everything else will fall into place.
Well, that's not a whole lot big pointers there.
Well, I mean, you can't be an electrician and start a plumbing YouTube channel. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, hearsay. Information received from other people that one cannot adequately substantiate. Thank you, Karen. That's the definition of hearsay. Don B, do you have inside information Plead the fifth, Don. Just plead the fifth. I'm
No.
joking.
No, I do not have inside information.
I was joking. John Q, that voice. Hey, John.
I don't think anybody has inside information.
Except for law enforcement.
You're breaking back up again.
Hello?
Yeah, we're here. Okay. Selena says, well, he's gone again. I've asked Don if he ever lived in Pennsylvania because if not, he has a twin up here. Oh, wow. Did he respond to that? I bet you, I don't know. He would have probably told me about that. So we're going to have to make sure he knows that. Everybody associated with Don's household has to know how Candace made money when Don was gone and how they were grooming and using Summer, same as Candace used her daughters, my opinion. I don't doubt that one bit, Zero. And I understand where you're coming from. I remember conversations. You can drop her link that we can go over and subscribe to her. Who? Whose link? Oh, Jen, I do need you to drop John Q's link. He's in here, hon. If you have it, please, ma'am. We all just love Don B, sweetheart. Even though he can be quirky sometimes. We're not, any of us ever going to give up on Summer. Walgreens, good Lord. The players have been talking, confessing, showing thousands of photos, videos. It's called a ton of circumstantial evidence and very little work is left. Karen, can I ask you a question, sweetheart? Thank you, John Q. One day when you don't have anything to do, you might want to come up and chit chat. Hello, Miss Christola. Glad to see you in here, hon. Do you have John Q's link? Would you drop it for me? Well, maybe the storm took him completely out, guys. I'm not sure. I'm referring to the lady that wants to have her own show. Oh, that was Charlie K, I believe. Your money's on Don B. Don Wells is trying to get his father with Alzheimer's to leave him his house and property in Utah, but his sisters are against it. His stepsisters are against it. Rhea, the Amber Alert would been more effective if the proper info on Summer was given. Weight, pick, were not what she looked like in person. I agree. Ronnie is not going to do one thing in this case. It will be up to the higher authorities to do the work that probably hasn't been started here. The rats are running, in my opinion. Karen, are you do you have a legal background? Thank you, Christola. Guys, there's John Q's link. Please go check him out if you're not already a subscriber of his. And subscribe if you haven't. Jen, can you jump up here for a minute, hon? Jen. Sorry, LOL, getting kids baths. Oh, that's okay, hon. Jen, there's Don B back. Hey, are you there?
Yeah, nobody told me that every time you get a phone call on StreamYard, it kicks you off.
Well, I didn't know that because I use a computer. Hey, can you hold this for a minute? I've got to do something real quick, okay?
All right.
All right, just keep talking.
Y'all, you want me to sing to you?
Okay,
Hey.
Jen, help him out. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey, Jen.
Hi, Don.
I can't see the comments. I'm afraid if I kick over there to see the comments, I'll get booted off.
That's enough of that.
Lord, it seems like if I burp, I'm gonna get booted off.
Well, then don't burp.
Gee. Oh, I'd like to see the chat though. You know.
I'm pulling it up on my tablet so I can see it and see what's going on.
Yeah. So, man, we've got all kinds of topics we're talking about today.
We've been everywhere today.
Let's see, Amber Alerts. What is it? Corruption.
I'll tell you what, though, I did not get the Amber Alert for summer here in Ohio.
Huh. Let's see what we covered. We covered Amber Alerts, corruption. Let's see what Candace and Dawn could be arrested for. And I guess like, I guess what could be debated in court, I guess.
Well, you're just going with a whole lot of objection hearsay, Amber.
Oh. But wouldn't that be crazy if Don put his land up and got like a really, really good lawyer, and the DA would that Dan Armstrong guy's like, well, shit, I would expect that.
But how much do you really think that the property itself with the 11.2 acres is probably a good chunk of change, but with that shack on there.
I tell you what, go to Zillow right now on your tablet.
Hi, Scott.
Or just go to Google and type in 110 Ben Hill Road, and Zillow will give you a pretty good estimate how much it's worth.
I mean, like I said, I imagine that the land itself would be a decent chunk of money, but the shack would have to go.
Rebecca says 200,000.
I'd buy a damn good attorney in my book.
I probably would. Everybody's hollering, Scott's in the house.
We got Scott H too.
Yeah, we got Scott H too. Christola,
We're
if you're
dragging
in here,
everybody
can you
out of the
drop his
woodwork
link?
tonight.
What?
We're dragging everybody out of the woodwork tonight.
So Don B, why would they not have different levels of Amber Alerts, i.e. to include the norm but add runaway, custody dispute, basically any time a child is missing? Did you understand that?
I don't think some of that fits under an Amber Alert. I don't think a runaway would fit as an Amber Alert, would it? There's criteria, ain't there?
Yes, there's 4 criterias for an Amber Alert, and one of those has to be, which me and I forget who it was, had an argument about this, but one of the criterias is you either have to have the description of the person that may have took the child or a description of the vehicle the child was taken in. And because neither one of those were given in Summer's case, I still question,
Oh, okay, I see the question. Why would they not have different levels of Amber Alerts? Okay,
Right.
just, well, for the simple fact is you would have a gazillion Amber Alerts. I mean, how many runaways do you think there are right now in the U.S.?
Carly's
And-
reward was collected illegally, in my opinion, and is definitely illegal to all the YouTube reward collectors. I don't think many YouTubers have collected any rewards.
Hey,
That
Don,
one
I got an
time-
answer for you.
What?
On Zillow off market, 38K.
That's it?
Cool.
I didn't think it was that much because I remembered that somebody had said something a while back about how much it was. Thank you, Christola. Don B's
Yeah, it
channel too. Thank you.
It was last assessed in 2021 for 38K.
Sorry guys, keep talking. I'm talking to Christola.
Does it say how many acres? That seems awful low for 11 acres.
Scott H says it's 38,000 on Zillow.
Mm-hmm.
But that just seems really low for 11 acres because he says he owns like an 11-acre tract up there, right?
I think it's 11.3 or 11.6.
That's awful low for 11 acres. And to have a house, well, I wouldn't call it a house, but a shack already built onto it.
11.27 acres, single family, built in 2001. Heating, no data. Cooling, no data. Parking spaces is 0.
Does it say if that parcel of land is split? Can you split it up? Does it say?
It does not say. It just says that the lot is 11.27.
I wonder how much Jackie Dobbs was buying. Because surely what?
And then, of course, it shows the map for Beach Creek, Limestone Branch, which I haven't even heard of that street yet. Ben Hill.
Donna says she would say
and all of the surrounding Simpson Road. It just gives you the surrounding area.
Think about how Don would rather.
Total interior living area available of 780 square feet. How the hell, unless you were stacking one on top of the other, literally.
Gives you a little insight to how they were living, huh? Does that give you a little bit of insight?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure Jody Sue knows what Dobbs paid too.
You there, Nana?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Hello.
See, I gotta think his property is worth a little bit more than 38.
Rebecca says Jackie Dobbs, she thinks that he bought 3 acres.
No, he probably paid 38 for them 3 acres.
True Crime Exposed said he would buy it.
I mean, if I can get 11 acres for 38,000, I'm on that shit.
I'm not sure how much Jackie Dobbs paid for that.
Hey, Scott lives out there. How much does land run per acre, Scott, roughly, if you're still in here?
I think he's still in here.
I mean,
Hi, Marianne.
What would Scott pay for 11 acres, roughly? Well, you got to think I'm in Sevier County. I mean, you couldn't get a driveway for 300,000.
Is Scott still in here, guys? I guess maybe
hey,
not.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I mean, is there anybody in here from Hawkins County?
I'm not sure. I don't see any of my usual names that are in here. I lived in a 1-room cabin with an enclosed porch, no heat, no phone, no kitchen.
I'm not sure. I don't see any of my usual names that are in here.
Uh-oh.
I lived in a 1-room cabin with an enclosed porch, no heat, no phone, no kitchen. I'm not sure. I don't see any of my usual names that are in here.
Okay. Scott. Oh, he said, okay, go ahead and ask the question again, Don. He's eating. He didn't hear it.
Oh, how much would you pay, Scott, for 11 acres over where Don lives at?
Or how much is the average of land over there per acreage?
Yeah.
per acreage.
Yeah.
Jen, you're still echoing.
Per acreage.
Yeah.
I wonder if the church wants the land, the preppers, for the end of days. Possibly. Or to make a new community here in Tennessee.
Well, I mean, if you stick a new church over there, that would double your income through,
2,500 an acre.
so 2,500 times 11 would be what?
255,000, something like that.
I thought that was awful low for 38,000.
Who we got? Oh, Jen, you're coming back up again?
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah, she probably got a phone call too.
Well, no, she's on there twice.
Huh.
It kicks me off my phone.
Okay, well, you're back on your phone again. Okay. 2,500 times 11.
Is that better? No, never mind.
27,500
Wow.
is what that comes to.
Wow.
7,100.
Man,
Hi,
that
Ashley.
I didn't know that property out there, that land out there in that area just was that worthless. See, I'm thinking with everything going up, because I mean, everything's like exploded within the last 2 years.
From what I hear, Tim, Don did sign over the deed to Tim Mullins when he went into jail.
No.
So
Do we still have an Acre, Nana?
no,
Okay.
I don't hear it.
I think it's all
20
Don Beat's fault. He started it.
Yeah, 20 acres is around 125 to 130K in Rogersville, but that's not what we've calculated. We've calculated 2,500 an acre at 11 acres is 275,000.
Yeah, because Raleigh's at, see, I just
27,500.
bought a, let's see. Golly, I just bought a 3-bedroom house on a quarter of an acre, and it was 113,000.
Jeez.
Yeah. Now you see what I'm saying?
Okay, Charlie K says in the beginning he was selling it for $30,000, which sounds right, which is around 2,700 or 27,500.
See,
So-
I'm thinking his house alone would probably be worth 30,000.
I give him $1 for it.
Charlie, as far as I know, that was an arrangement with Don Wells. I'm assuming he thought he was trying to think ahead in case Candace went to jail. So he signed over the property to Tim. No, honey, we're not any closer to finding Summer.
Come on, Candace, where's she at?
Scott H., what is your opinion of the Wells property? In my opinion, the property is worthless. Yeah, Robin lives over there. Robin, how much does property go for in your neck of the woods? I forgot about you living over there. I'm sorry about that. Tim can probably keep that deed then. Yeah. The square foot of the house brings more than the land in the hills.
Yeah, I'm thinking his house is probably worth 30,000.
Scott says he's got 2.75 and it's a little over 200,000. Wow. So how is Don's property not cost that much?
Because his house is probably so depleted, it's probably, like I said, only worth like what a mobile home would be worth.
Right, but you could still develop the land.
But the land's worthless unless it's developed.
Did he, Hazel? I didn't watch it, hon. I'm sorry. Yeah, if they did clean that land, it would be beautiful. Angel Dust says that means the house is only worth $12,000. That house ain't worth $12,000. Come on.
Well, I mean, think about this though. If they were doing meth in that house, that house has to be toward it. It cannot. I mean,
Right, it has to be burnt.
yeah. This family in, I forget where it is up here in East Tennessee. They just got through suing the county because they didn't mention to the family that bought the house that it was a meth house. And the wife took a job and tested positive for meth, and come to find out it was the house. And
Oh, wow.
they're in the middle of, because they had it inspected and everything, so they're in the middle of a lawsuit on that.
Ashley, I don't know, hun, why he would sign it over to Tim other than what I was saying, which is he thought maybe Candace might go to jail, and he knows he ain't ever coming out of jail himself. So far away from anything, not convenient to any amenities. Well, that might make it true too. Miss Nana's Angels, you missed my comment above. I'm sorry, John. What was it? Hang on. Wait a second. Donald Wells signed over the land deed to Tim Mullins. When did this happen? Supposedly, now this is allegedly, you know how all that goes. Supposedly when he went into jail, you know, that car ride they took together for him to drop Don off at jail or court or whatever it was. That's when it supposedly happened. I don't know for a fact that it happened. I'm just saying that's what's supposed to have happened.
Well, I mean, think about it. It could have, because what other friend would Don Wells have?
Well, he could have signed the property over to Benny. Dang.
I doubt it.
What are you thinking, Don? You act
Yeah.
like Don Wells didn't have no friends. Yes, it's rumor, wise old lady. If Don signed over a quick deed, it would be in court records. True. And that
Well,
is public.
let me ask you this. What would it benefit Don to sign over the deed to Tim Wells? I wouldn't, because I would need it
Tim
for my
Mullins.
defense.
What do you mean?
Why would he sign over the deed to Tim Mullins? How would that benefit Don Wells?
So in case
Go ahead,
just
Jen.
in case Don ever gets out of jail, he could get his house back.
Right.
Well, he would never lose it because he would never sign it over to nobody.
Well, I don't know then. Maybe he's.
I mean, just
made
because you
some
go to
kind of
jail, you
financial
don't lose your house.
Right, but Candace could take over control of it.
Like a squatter.
Sort of, something like that. If she's his
Well,
wife and he's
yeah.
never getting out of jail, then she would have, I mean,
Maybe he don't want her having that house.
right, John. It's alleged. We can't forget to say alleged and supposedly and all those good words.
Yeah. So I mean, allegedly, maybe, or supposedly, maybe he don't want Candace to have that house.
Right.
Maybe behind the scenes they were bickering, and he's like, F you. I'm signing it over to Tim.
Angel Dust says, I think Don told Candace to get off his property. He had it before they got married, so she has no legal right to it.
Not even through marriage.
But no, not if it's inherited. but he didn't inherit that property. That's the legal thing there. If he had actually inherited it from his mother, that would have stood, but he didn't. His mom was drawing a government check and was not allowed to have that much property. She signed the property over to that Trent woman, whatever, I can't remember her first name, and to hold for Dawn, so that when Karen died, Dawn would still get the property. And that's what happened. Hello, Doolittle. So technically, Dawn did not inherit the property, so inheriting rights and rules and laws would not stand in this case. So with him being in prison for the rest of his life, Candace would be able to legally go talk to a lawyer and say, look, this is my livelihood. I need to do something. I need to sell the property so I have money to live or whatever.
Hey, Nana, you want to stay up or you got to jump down?
Oh, it's whatever you want to do, hun. It's fine.
Well, I'm going to back all the way out, getting an echo on my end, so throw me the link again.
Okay, hun. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, to the best of my knowledge, as far as
I got another question. Guys. I think something might be going on behind the scenes because everybody that is associated with Hunter and Allie, like Hunter's dad, his YouTube channel's gone. Now, I don't know if he took it down or it got taken down. Allison's not been on, and Prayer Garden has not done a live stream in like 8 days.
Oh, no, they've all got gone. Sorry, I had to go there.
But I just, in Prayer Garden was very, very closely associated with Allison. And it's just weird. Am I reading too much into it?
I don't think so. Does anyone know if there are mineral rights on that property? Got it. An average cost in Sullivan County, 1 acre is $35,000. Holy crap.
Well, that's Sullivan County. Hawkins County is a lot poorer. You're talking people in Sullivan County, they make an average of $80,000 a year working at Eastman.
Did I just swear or did I say I swear, Christola? I'm getting called out because I'm cussing. Oh, Lord. Don B, I think you're spot on. I find it weird, too, that they suddenly are all gone. They got gone, guys. AH brother deleted his YouTube because supposedly AH doxed his name on live. Oh, that's why Andrew Hiltz's channel is gone.
Well, how come Prayer Garden ain't been on in like 8 days?
Charlie says I haven't seen Prayer Garden on. She curses too much. In my opinion, I don't go on her channel anymore.
Sometimes I like to be snoopy,
Right.
I like to be nosy and catch up on what people are saying, but I've just noticed she's not been on there in like 8 days or something like that.
Tony says maybe they all moved to Georgia with Candace.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm trying to get everybody's comments, but I can't do everybody's, so it wouldn't make sense for Donald to sign off on his property unless he's using it as collateral for assigning a private attorney to handle his case regarding the Utah allegations. And that could be it too.
Yeah. Hey, if he used his property signed it over for legal representation, wouldn't it be in the newspaper?
I don't know, but it should be the county public records. You should be able to find it. That's what they were saying a minute ago, that it would be in the courts, and that's all public record. Somebody's saying that PG was in a wreck. Cheryl said PG was in a wreck.
Oh, Lord.
That makes sense because that Jessica woman was supposed to have been in a wreck the other day too. Maybe they were together.
Well, even though I don't think highly of her, if she was in a wreck and she's injured, we need to say a prayer for her.
Absolutely.
Or keep her in your thoughts and prayers.
Doolittle says, I think PG hasn't been on because people have been talking about her and Dawn's relationship and the pics.
Huh?
There was pics. Whoa, Doolittle.
Bam!
Do you know about something we don't know?
Now that deserves a bam.
Doolittle, please tell.
Bring it on, girl. Bring it on.
Oh, is Jessica in a coma, Mickey, from that wreck? Hi, Sandy. I see you're back, sweetheart. PG's last live had Mike Twist, the husband of the lying Jessica, saying Jessica was in ICU. Okay, so they weren't in the same wreck. Scott, what are you saying ooh about? Oh, the pictures? Oh, geez. Okay, Doolittle.
What is that? What is that? People put up trigger warning.
Yeah. Doolittle, you should have put us up a warning before you said that. Yes,
Oh my God.
Sending inappropriate pictures. Oh,
This
Lord.
This is awesome.
Dawn, did you see that? She was sending Dawn Wells inappropriate pictures. Has anybody went on Facebook and looked at her? Do y'all know what she looks like? You can go and look up Prayer Gardens of America, and unless she's caught it, there's one picture still left out there of her. She's got blonde hair. It comes right down, right below her ears.
To me, she kind of looks like that Vicky White correctional officer.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, except skinnier.
Kind of in a way. I guess you could, if you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know if that's her or not, so I couldn't.
What if that was Prayer Garden?
Yeah.
It was Prayer Garden. I went there myself and got it straight off her page.
Maybe she'll end up being a correctional officer where Dawn Wells goes to prison. They need to watch that now.
Yeah. Lord.
Well, Nana, I'm down to 15%. Phone just vibrated.
Oh, wow. That sounded so weird. Jen says it's weird to hear you say my name. I think it's weird for you to call me Nana. Wow. But anyways, okay. So I guess you're going to be dropping off.
Yeah. So I hope I gave everybody quite a bit to think about.
Well, you've been up here for an hour, so I thank you.
Yeah, we were picking each other's brains earlier, wasn't we?
Yes.
So it was fair. Hey, let's pick everybody's brains. You know what I mean?
That's right. He wanted to include everybody.
So
Seeing how
anyway,
don't do lives.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll do it again.
All right. I'll see you later, hon.
All right. See you. Bye.
Bye. Says I heard about pics before Dawn cussing her out live when he called and she put him on a live chat. Oh wow. I've never heard about these pictures, guys. Doolittle, if you have them, can you send me a copy? I want or information. I don't want pictures of Prayer Garden. Okay. I'm just talking about the information surrounding it is what I was meaning. Lord, that sounded horrible, didn't it? Christola, you have got to be, and this is no slack on any of my other mods, okay? But literally, Christola, you are so awesome. I can just get one word out of my mouth, and boy, you're right there with a link, an email. It don't matter what it is. I love having you as a mod. I really do. I depend on you so much. I depend on all of my mods, and I'm greatly thankful for every one of you. Um, that land is part of the snake mounds and has a huge spiritual appeal for some. Still a secret for most Americans. What would you pay for an ancient snake mound? Ohio owns theirs. Is it really, Karen? Isn't that what Tim Mullins was talking about on his first video out there that he put out? Thank you, Robin. I picture PG looking like Granny from Beverly Hillbillies. You would think so. She looks slightly older, but she's got like dyed blonde hair. She don't look like a granny. She really don't. She don't look anything like what she sounds like. Waiting on a link. You got it. You know that's all you got to do. Anybody is welcome to come up and have their say and state their opinion, thoughts, theories. It don't matter as long as you show your face first so we know it's not a bomb. And all you have to do is just like Jen did. Waiting on a link here. What's a snake mound? Karen, you want to answer that question, sweetheart?
She looks slightly older.
Got another echo, Jen.
Again?
Now it's gone. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, when Don was on, it kept bouncing back to me that I was losing whatever connection because I had apps open in the background. So I had to go all the way out and shut everything down.
Okay.
But everything's off now, so I'm back.
Hopefully Karen will step in here in a minute and enlighten us all. Doolittle says, I can't remember all the places I've heard about the pigs, but feel sure I can grab a link for you. I'll email it. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. I would, like I said, I don't want to see the pictures of her. I just wanted the information. I'm sure it has something to do with Native American beliefs, Mickey, is all I know.
I was laughing my butt off when Don said that she might become a correction guard for where Don goes to prison.
Oh, Lord. Marianne, you do not want to see naked pictures of Prayer Garden, do you? That house is bad spirit. I wouldn't want it. I don't think I would want it either. Mickey, you're evidently not the only one that's never heard of a snake mound. Jen, have you ever heard of one?
Not really. I've heard rumors of one here in Ohio, or more than one here in Ohio.
Do you know anything about them? Because I think Karen might have left us.
I know nothing. If the word snake is in the title, I avoid it like the plague.
Yeah. Well, we're fixing to find out. I'm looking it up.
I feel like I've been on between YouTube and the phone today. I might as well just move in with you.
Yes, you should. It's not giving me much of anything, so I'm assuming it's probably more of a local. Okay, Cheryl, we all knew about those snake mounds, but try finding research on those in Don's backyard. There is a whole side to this case that involves them. Karen, Mickey's wanting to know, what is a snake mound? Ohio's supposed to have real famous ones.
Like I said, I've heard rumors of snake mounds here in Ohio, but
It is a serpent-shaped land. Huh. Everyone should prepare for the shortage of food if in this off topic, but just a warning for everyone. I paid $5 per gallon for gas yesterday in the deep south. Baby formula shortage now. Thank you, BBE.
yeah, I think we paid $4.19 per gallon yesterday.
You have the Great Serpent Mound in Ohio. Okay, right here. It's Native American burial mounds in the shape of a snake. By the way, land value comparing to Don's where I live would have been in the early 70s. It's nuts. Right? Well, thank you,
Look
Christola.
at Christola with that link.
I know. That's what I was just bragging about a minute ago. We're talking about snake mounds, and she goes and finds the link so you can go straight to Google and read for yourself.
She is on it.
I'm telling y'all, anybody that don't have her as a mod, y'all need to be jealous.
They're missing out.
Huh? They
I
are
said if
missing out.
Yeah, if she's not a mod in a million other groups, then they're all missing out.
There are professional jobs that you can get being a professional moderator, and I have tried to get Christola to apply for them for the big companies, and she won't do it.
Crystal, I'd jump on that if I were you. If I knew how to grab a link, I'd do it.
Because real moderators, not just on, little bit of YouTube channels like ours, but real moderators actually get paid bukus of money. It's $4.66 there for gas. Jeez.
Yeah, it was like a 30-cent increase from last week here.
I don't understand raising interest rates will stop inflation. I don't understand that either, hon.
You and I were just talking about the price of 2 peppers yesterday. One
Says
red pepper, one green pepper, $4 flipping.
Scott H says, yes, please, everyone, save your coins and be thrifty. The analysts are calling for a I can't read that, period, for the next few months.
Pre-recessionary period.
I need my glasses. I can't see half this crap. Sorry, guys. Snake enough for me. Sounds haunted. Well, if it's a Indian burial mound, it probably is. You're not supposed to disturb Indian burial mounds. Never seen $5 a gallon. I hope I don't.
We're getting there. I would say maybe by July we will hit that, if not higher.
I want to go somewhere
in
and see these
California
things.
paying over $8 a gallon.
Go up there to Rogersville and go up on Donwells property and look, and you'll see it, honey. Take me with you when you go, though.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Cheryl. Have a good day, hon.
Good night, Cheryl.
Thank you for being here, sweetheart. I want to thank all you guys for showing up. This was just a last-minute thing. I've been giving Don heck because he's been saying he was going to come on and didn't, and we were fussing, and he's like, well, just throw it up there and we'll do it right now. I was like, well, nobody knows. He's like, it don't matter, they'll show up. And you sure did.
I swear when you were texting me, I was still texting my husband in the other room because I'm just lazy and wasn't walking back there, and I didn't exit out of his text, so everything that I sent to you was supposed to go to him because I thought it was you.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was him when you were texting me, and when you said you were going live, I thought it was him asking if we were going live, and I'm like, not tonight. Right. And then you said Don B coming on. I said, I don't know. I'm thinking it's hubby from the back room.
Oh Lord, I was wondering why you were. No, it's okay. I don't know. You need to get in there. Sorry.
And then then you said Don B wanted me in there to mod, and I was like, oh, okay, now I get it. And then I went back and I looked, and I'm like, well, shit, I've been texting the wrong person.
Does anybody live in Hawaii? Charlie K's wondering how much it is over there, the gas. Keep your gas tanks full, they say. In a week or two, no one will be able to get diesel fuel, which means we won't have gas soon or any deliveries. Oh, wow.
Then my happy butt's going to be walking because I might be on quarter tank and don't get paid till Monday. So
I don't know why he would sign it over, honey. I don't even know for a fact that he did sign it over. I'm just going on the hearsay or what actually was supposed to have took place the day he went to jail.
I think the only reason, like I was trying to say before, that he would sign that over is basically so Candace couldn't finagle her way in there, kind of like you said, like a squatter.
Right.
And she couldn't keep that land because they're married, and that way it would automatically, if he ever gets out of prison, it will go back to him.
Right. This is exactly why I let my laptop go back. It's not a necessity, and with 5 kids to take care of, it's stressful. They blanked off 2 million chickens. The freezers are bare and fresh chicken in stores here. Traffic is really running down the road today.
Yeah, you're noisy today. It's usually me.
Hawaiians can't even afford homes. A small home there is $550,000. Ha ha, you ain't going to Ben Hill? Come on, I would go with you. I could take Candace. Don't worry, Christola. I could take Candace.
I can take Candace. Remember, Marianne's going to be our driver?
Right? Marianne's supposed to come down with her Hurst and drive us up there.
Well, considering we might be going off that hill with a body.
John Q says, Miss Nana's Angels, I'm glad I finally caught your live this afternoon. I like what you have to talk about and how you connect with your audience. Thank you. Well, thank you, John Q. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Really, it does. I don't think I do anything special, and I really don't think I've got, my audience is what makes my channel special, plain and simple. They are always respectful. They're always kind. They're always courteous. And they come out with some of the best questions and statements I've ever seen.
A little comedy once in a while.
Yeah, a lot of comedy once in a while. Some dirty talk every now and then.
Sometimes. I think that comes more on the private conversations.
I don't know. Do you not remember the late night Nana's Places talks we've had? A pack of chicken wings here sells for $27. Where do you live, the Mound?
That sounds about right. A 4-pound bag of chicken wings here is over 20.
I ain't scared, Hazel. I ain't scared. I'll take that woman a quart of moonshine up there and we'll be partying before the night's over. I'm telling y'all. And besides them people, maybe I'm wrong, okay? But I want to put this out there, okay? Maybe I'm wrong. But everybody up there keeps hollering, oh, you're going to go up in that holler and you're going to get shot and you're going to get this and that and the other. And Lord, forgive me, I said that. Most of those people up there are addicted to meth, okay? And meth heads, they're not like the Mary Jane smokers or growers. They're not like the moonshine makers. Meth heads put tinfoils over their window, guys, and they peep out every 5 minutes to see if anybody's coming or if anybody's watching them because they're scared they're going to get caught by the law. Now, you really think anybody that is that scared that they're looking at absolutely nothing in their front yard and still think they're going to get caught is going to come outside with a pew pew and do anything because they know they're going to go to jail if they do that? I mean, I live in Cott County, and Cott County, I don't know if it still is or not, but it used to be named the worst, roughest, toughest county in Tennessee. I mean, I have a relative named Butcher Knife, and there was a reason he got that name.
Nana, we'll just throw a plastic baggie on the ground. We'll have them looking for next 6 hours.
There you go. That's all you got to do. These people really ain't going to come out and just start pew-pewing the place up. Or go up there with the darn satchel and say, guys, guess what I got in here, and pitch it into the woods. I guarantee you won't have a thing to worry about. They'll all be over there searching the darn woods for it. That's all you got to do. Sorry, I got off topic.
It could be an empty plastic bag, and they'll still go searching for it.
Oh, thank you, John Q. Says, I love the spice you have and the sense you make. It's refreshing. Well, thank you. It's not that I make sense. It's I live out here in the real world, and I know all these different kinds of people. I know people that are hooked or addicted to pain medication, and they literally just can't live and work without the pain medication. I know the addicts that are out here that will bust down a door and go into any cabin or something to get their next, whatever you want to call it, the money to do their next thing. I know people who are addicted to meth. I know moonshiners. I know people that love Mary Jane and have grew it. This is the real world. This is Cott County. I mean, shit, 2/3 of Cott County don't even have driver's license. I was talking to Don B about that earlier. Small towns, big business when it comes to the functioning, paying tickets, getting stopped, going on probation. I'm sorry, I ramble on, and I don't mean to, guys, but it just agitates me because Jody Sue has got everybody petrified of going up there near Ben Hill. What is Jody Sue gonna do? Come on, she's got cancer. Whatever her buddy's name is, FL. You really think that he is purposely going to come down there and he's going to go to prison for life because Jody Sue's running her mouth about something? These people are not that stupid. They're not in jail for a reason. It's because they're smart enough to stay out of jail. I'm sorry. I get mad and I get agitated and I run my mouth and this is the whole reason I started this channel, is so I could get my opinion out there. And that's part of my opinion.
A little bit.
It wouldn't scare me one bit to walk up. If I wasn't petrified of dogs, it wouldn't scare me one bit to walk the entire length of Ben Hill by myself if I wasn't scared of dogs. But I'm petrified of dogs, so that ain't going to happen. Hi, Auntie M.
Hey, speaking of people going to jail, I'm getting ready to send you something that I just so happened to come across earlier.
I thought you were fixing to say you were fixing to send me to jail.
Yeah, I'm fixing to send you to jail, Nana.
Okay. Hi, TT. Does anybody want to jump up here and have their say, guys? It doesn't matter if you're a creator or you're not a creator. If you have something to say, you are more than welcome to come up here and have your say. I promise. If you are a creator, I understand that y'all like to take your time off. But then there's times when you get to go on somebody else's channel and just say what the shit you want to say and don't have to worry about how it affects your own channel. And this is one of those channels that you can come and say what the shit you want.
You might have to blow that up when you look at it, but I came across that and thought you might find that interesting.
Okay. What might this be?
It has to do with a certain somebody that has been a hot topic of conversation lately.
Oh. Nope, that's the oh, okay. The top part of that, that's Grandpappy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow.
Right? That's what I said when I saw that. I was like, well, that's interesting.
Okay, guys. I'm gonna have to cut this short, guys. So I'm so sorry. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming. Okay.
Don't forget, let's get some prayers going up for Leland.
Yes, please. Everybody, please say prayers for Leland. Evidently, he's back in the hospital again. So, and there was loss in his family, and we want to make sure and say prayers. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for coming, and hopefully we'll get to do it again real soon.
I'll talk to you in a little bit, Nana.
All right, bye, hon. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.